Hey, I'm Hugh Little, CEO of Redcap Sales Coaching, and this is your sales tip of the week. How many times has this happened to you? You start to do a task that's income producing, say making telephone calls. Now, maybe making phone calls isn't really on your top 10 list of favorite activities, but you know that you really need to do it. So you open up your database to search for some people to call, and suddenly you notice that there are quite a few folks you really aren't connected with anymore in the database, old information that's no longer useful, and you say, oh, this database is really a mess. I need to get this cleaned out and organized before I do anything else. And so you start to take some people out and you update some others and you add a few new ones, and before you know it, the day is gone and you didn't have any time to make those calls today. So I'm speaking from experience here, folks, and most of you have probably done something similar. Distractions can keep our days from being productive and our bank accounts empty if we don't deal with them. So here are a couple of suggestions for you. A guy I know in New Orleans has committed himself to making 10 phone calls every day, 5 days a week, because he knows that will make his business successful and produce income. He found himself constantly distracted with emails, social media, database, papers to be filed, and 100 other distractions. What he decided to do was write the names and phone numbers of people he could call the next day on a piece of paper the previous night. He wrote out open appointment times in his calendar on the paper. And then he took everything off his desk, including any files, paperwork, and correspondence. He put them in his desk drawer or on a credenza out of his line of sight. He put his cell phone in the desk drawer too. The only things remaining on the desktop when he walked in his office the next morning were his sheet of paper, a pen, and 10 pennies. He immediately sat down, picked up the receiver of his landline phone, and began to dial the first phone number. Each time he talked with a prospect and asked them to make an appointment, he moved a penny from the right-hand side of his desk to the left. When all the pennies were on his left, he hung up the phone, got his computer and cell phone out, and proceeded with his day. What a great way to prevent distractions. The second suggestion I have is to prioritize your activities every day without fail. The night before, write out a list of all the things you'd like to do for the day. Then prioritize them A, B, C, and D. The A's are the income-producing tasks or the critical tasks that must be completed tomorrow. The B's are important, but no negative consequences will occur if you don't complete them. The C's would be nice to do if possible, but they're neither critical nor important. The D's are things that you just don't need to do at all, and they should be deleted or delegated. Next, take the A's and prioritize them 1, 2, 3. Do the same with the B's and C's on your list. Then take out your daily calendar and schedule your A1 task. Estimate how long it will take, and then find a time slot for it. Next, do the rest of your A's, and then your B's if any time slots remain, and then your C's. It's important for you to find a system that works for you and then utilize it until it becomes habitual. Let's think about phone calls again. If they produce income in your business, then do them at the same time every day, each working day. Be totally consistent. Don't let any distractions keep you from your commitment to make those calls. If you do that for 21 days, on the 22nd day, you'll do them by habit. You won't have to think about it. You won't have to talk yourself into it. You'll just do it. Our Redcap sales coaches, with over 100 years combined experience, can help you develop and implement an exceptional time management system and will help you be accountable to your time commitments until they are habitual. Just call or email us, and we'd be happy to visit with you about any possibilities. We want to wish all of you a wonderful Labor Day holiday. Be sure to rest, relax, and recreate. Those are 3 R's that will recharge your batteries so you'll come back next week fired up and ready for a successful week. Tune in next Friday for another Red Cap Sales Coaching Sales Tip of the Week.